Alrighty, what is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. And with that being said, let's get into the TA. Okay, guys. So, new day, new high. That is what's going on here. We are now at the July high over here in SPY. On QQQ, we've already taken out that high. Over here on DIA, you also have taken out that high as of yesterday. IWM, I'm just going to say right now, there is no way this thing is going to do that move without having our big pullback across the board. It's not going to happen. You can see even to have this move, you still ended up having a decent sized pullback. I do think IWM is going to be on top watch on said pullback. But I'm also going to point out right here, SPY on the pullback. Guys, break and retest right here, 440. Okay, is it going to be breaking underneath? It could. It could come all the way down here to 430. I have absolutely no idea. I'm looking for a minimum of 440 on this. Well, 438 to be exact. 438.14. That was the high over here. I think we're going to come and do the break and retest at a minimum. And, you know, at most, I think we're going to be doing something like that. And we're going to do something like that. I do think it's probably going to be violent. But as you see, people are not ready to sell this market. Well, they are ready to sell this market, but the big boys aren't ready to stop messing with this market. And that's just how it is. All right, the market is definitely acting irrational at this point in time. You have your RSI all the way up here at 73. Let's just point out the last few times that has taken place. You're up here. All right, you did end up getting a $4 drop, 1% drop, to then rally 0.5% more from there. 0.75%. And then you had a major high get put in there on that divergence. Guess what? Another time. Right here. I think this could be, you know, if we get this set up right here with just the $20 drop, it could go something like that. All right. But yeah, that ended up marking your top. Come over here. That ended up marking your top. Okay. It was actually the day before. No, it's the day of. All right, so day of the top. That is what marked it over here on the daily RSI. Over here, you did end up keep going, and then we get into QE time, and yeah, things can go kind of crazy. Okay, it could definitely go kind of crazy. But I am just going to reference what we have seen over here because this is the most recent price action. Which, guys, I'm still going to say right now, if you're not, like, extremely bullish on this pullback, I don't know what you're looking at. You see what I see. Why would you not be extremely bullish on this pullback? What is going on? You've now taken out the July high. What does that tell us? That means this move right here. I understand I got a lot of clutter going on here. Right there with the white line. Guess what? It's impulsive. It's going to be bought up, and we're going to go to a new high. All right? That is the move that everybody could ride up relatively safely. I understand. You had to wait on the sidelines. Maybe, you know, you did the same thing and you didn't just go long up here. All right. I mean, to be fair, you've literally, you know, it's been like, yeah, it's been almost 3 weeks. No, it's been 2 weeks now. All right. 2 weeks and you have gone up $10. I understand it's a $10 move, but in the grand scheme of things, nah, you're going pretty flat up here. All right. At least for the last week, we've literally been going absolutely nowhere. We have been trading flat. All right. You know, as you could say, this was massive. Then you started slowing down. Anybody longed up here, yeah, you're making money, but, you know, it's not much. All right. You're still doing, you're trading flat. That's what I'm getting at. All right. They're fizzling this thing out and they're conditioning everyone to freaking long every single pullback. And eventually, when we see structure start to change, which, guys, I've been very clear. We have not seen structure start to change. We have not seen bearish structure form in the chart and then get validated. We just haven't seen it. All right. That's I've been very clear the last few videos on these levels right here. You need them to break. Okay. You needed 454 to break to then come down to 452. And then once you did that, you would have opened up this. All right. You would have opened up the door to the lower low and the lower high. Guys, we got the lower low and then we shot up to a new high. We still have a neutral trend going on here. That is what's taking place right now. All right. So, like, in the end, we still need to see this. You can't safely short this market and not see what I'm pointing out right here. You need to see this. Okay? This. and it would be low, lower high, lower low. We need structure to change. We do. It's not there right now. So, do with that info with what you will. All right, come over here to QQ, and you can see we definitely are weak over here in the tech sector. I think it's probably just because of a few select names over here, like NVIDIA. You got Meta absolutely tanking yesterday. But yeah, all right, you come over here, back over to QQQ. You're still just consolidating the same exact range. Nothing has changed. You come over here to SPY, though. You've busted up to a new high, and you just have another point of divergence, just as we spoke about in yesterday's video. It's going to either do that. These were the two scenarios we spoke about, and we honestly have been open to. Scenario number 1, scenario number 2. Okay? It's either you're going to stall out here in this consolidation, start breaking down, or you're going to go up to 459.44, and then you were going to break down. It looks like we went up to 459.44, and then we're breaking down. Now, what I will also say right now is topping tail. We ain't got one here on the weekly time frame. We just ain't got one. You have this little wick going on over here. I'd like to see some sort of wick get put in by the end of today. It's currently 2:13 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, I don't know if that gets put in. We're really just going to have to see about that one, but we're going to need a couple dollar drop to really put in a decent sized wick here. But from the close, without any sort of topping tail, you had an $8 pullback. I'd like to see topping tails. We ain't got them. So like, are we going to... We're going to keep seeing this flat move up here, this consolidation, this chop. Okay, are we going to keep seeing it to form a topping tail next week? I don't know, but it's something you got to be open to. It's just, it is what it is. I don't know how else to say it. It literally is what it is. And yeah, it is what it is. We ain't got one, but I'd like to see one. And then, there's some confluence going on there, but right now we ain't got that confluence. Right now, market is extremely bullish. And that's that. IWM, like I said, I think this is top watch on the pullback because guess what? You're not even close to the July peak. But guess what? When we're up here back in July, enough money was in this thing to bring it up here. It's probably going way further this time. You're probably having a breakout through all of these, considering all of the other ones are already at the July high. We're probably going to bust through this thing, and you're going to have that next leg. All right? So, yeah, top watch on that pullback. I think it's worth it. All right, I don't want to go in circles here. Let's talk about the grand scheme of things. Rising wedge, breakdown. I understand it's flat, but you broke down. You broke down. Your key resistance. Boom. July high. You've already taken out the July highs over here, so we know the pullback is going to be bullish. Okay, we do know that. What do we also have? We have the RSI now at 74. Well, it's almost at 74. It's 73.60. Last few times this has happened, last 3 times, this is where you started peaking. Okay, that's really what we're looking at. DXY, pointing this out in yesterday's video. You have failed to break out right where you need to break out. So it is what it is. All right, you come over here to VIX. You have consolidation right over here at support. I still hold the belief that you are going to, well, the prediction, I guess we could say, because it's not a belief. I don't believe VIX has to do anything, but I think it's, it's definitely more likely than not at this point. Definitely like way more likely than not. We're going to see VIX spike up here to 15. All right. You come over here to DXY, reversal pattern going on right here. Over here on VIX, consolidating right at support. You got your RSI oversold. I think you're probably going to spike just like everyone thought a freaking market crash was going to go down. Guess what? This market ain't just going to keep going straight up. I'll be that guy. All right. That is fine. But yeah. You see VIX spike, you see DXY spike, it's probably going to be correlated with spike cooling off. Does it happen next week? I have absolutely no idea. This is the setup over here on DXY, though. It is not too bad looking for a reversal. We're going to have to see how this happens, but these are the things that you should be watching for in order to be safely shorting this market. That's what, I'll help you out here on this channel. All right, I'm not going to say I'm safely shorting this market, but I'm going to say, all right, I will continuously help everybody out with these charts. DXY is not crossing the trend line. Why did it just give me my alert? We're changing this. Or close. I want it on the daily. Is this on the daily? Yeah, it is on the daily. I don't want it on the daily. I want it on the hourly. No, hourly you had a false breakout. 4 hour you had a false breakout. Okay, we'll keep it as it is. It is what it is. Okay. I think that is pretty much it. All right, Netflix, I believe I called this out in yesterday's video. I think this was the trade idea I gave you guys. And then we also had Carvana, I think was the other one. Boom. All right. You actually also had upstart. Well, I didn't point this out. I pointed this out in the Discord yesterday. Perfect break and retest, guys. This is really the one setup that will continuously just, you know, it's going to be clean. All right. It's going to be very, very freaking clean. But it's the same thing that you got over here on Netflix, which congrats if anybody took it. I got the alert for the retest and was with the customer and didn't end up seeing the alert until, and yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Market close. Okay. So, yeah. Break and retest still beyond the sexy setup, which is why I think there is a solid chance you come down here and you literally break and retest. Well, you already broke. You literally just retest where you broke out from. We see something like that. All right. I don't know how long that pullback takes. I still think it's going to be pretty quick. And then we're going to continue back up. You know, maybe it takes a whole last month. No idea. All right, guys, with that being said, I will catch you all in the next one. Everybody have a lovely rest of your day. I will catch you tomorrow for the weekly update. And peace.